Welcome back, everybody, where we'll probably get kidnapped again.
Oh, absolutely.
First.
For all of these quests that are in the hideout.
Yeah.
In the house.
In the house.
In the house.
We did get that other dark steel. Is that all we needed for the weapon?
We needed the other orichalcum we got.
What do you want?
Nice. Let's go.
Not bad. If I do say so.
Half past twilight.
Which means I can use that or that. That's 6 and 11. That is 8 and 10. Yeah, fuck it.
Should last you a good while.
Then just need one more orichalcum, which we'll probably get through these quests. So this is the sword, huh? This is that Goddard Doomerang.
It doesn't look much different than the other sword you had on equipped.
Nah, it really doesn't. Okay, well, that was worth it.
It was no trouble.
Clive.
Clive!
Back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Give me an orichalcum. Just for funsies.
Crystals crack.
Actually,
That's
one
what
of
I
the
think it is.
hunts that we're about to go fight, I
How
think,
did
drops
you
one.
find it?
It's a long story.
And I'm not going to tell you it, but we're going to fade out anyway.
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Yep.
Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the
After
fact
all
I'm
these
as good
years.
with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
All
Don't
those
speak too
long
soon. I ain't done my
nights and
trial yet.
24 hours.
There we go.
Well, that's cool.
What do you think?
I think I'm gonna
if
go
you
put
ever
this
hang
on
up
my
your
wall.
scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
You're the Godfather. Say what?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Go with best buddy Gav or go talk to Mid.
Both. I think she might be on the way.
I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Why do you make it
Master
sound
Quinton
bad?
would probably call me one of his. But yes,
Another outlaw, then.
Yeah.
Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy.
We'll simply just grow
7
more
high
grain.
houses will
Duh.
be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make
Uncle.
the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion. But luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Oh.
And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
I guess we're going to the manor.
I guess we're going to the manor.
All right.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
We just kill the
Find another
Akashic.
bloody
Simple.
road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed
Why are you covered in
disrupted,
blood?
there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away
Rutherford?
in every bay from here to
Rutherford?
Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you?
I mean, he's
You are
right,
not
Uncle.
fit to breathe the same air as this fine.
I did kill
upstanding
all of
young
the mother
gentleman.
crystals.
Upstanding.
And most of
he
the
calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
icons.
Yeah,
Once
and
more under the
yeah.
breach.
I haven't killed two of them. One of them not through lack of trying.
Yeah.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather
Actually,
the
there's
current
only one that we
storm.
haven't tried killing.
And to do
Yeah,
that,
that's
we
what
must
that's why I said not
convince
through lack of
those in
trying.
power,
Yeah.
the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
Uncle, I have things to do. I can't party now.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Hope Rutherford is paid enough for this.
Yeah.
This man,
My boy, the stage is set.
just in
that it
general.
is.
This man.
This
This
is the
man.
role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Dum.
Going right in my chambers.
Oh, shit.
What's Heaven's Cloud? I forget.
I don't know.
Breath of Darkness, so it's one of Odin's.
Oh, it's the third move that we're not using.
Oh.
What do you think that thing is?
It's a crystal. What are you, blind?
It's a damn distraction is what it is, not back to work.
Me in any sim game.
And then you put them into the pool and delete the ladder.
Yeah.
Back to work.
Cool. So it's just these two, and that's done. Edda! I hope you're decent.
Kicks door in. Hey!
Hello.
Oh, Yote.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you.
My character model doesn't leave the chair except for that one time.
Something wrong?
Wrong? No.
This is actually the same chair.
What it
He
is
brought it with
is,
us from the Imperial Coast.
Go on. Please.
My favorite chair on the Citadel.
His necklace is under that thing going across his chest.
Mm-hmm. Keeps it safe.
Beautiful.
It feels like it's just
You
gonna
make
get
it.
caught on shit.
It looks like a
we
Moogle
did.
charm.
It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family.
It does.
Like. It's a good look.
It
charm.
is.
Is that why he gets away with so much shit? His luck is out the roof?
I mean,
Due to the
Maybe.
Moogle charm?
Maybe.
to let them know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Clive, I'm not ready to be a father, but goddamn.
I'm not ready to be a father, but I gotta help. I gotta put my neck out for this person I just met just because she's about to have a baby.
Yeah.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No.
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother.
Why would you need to prove that?
Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout?
I'm the only one still alive.
Yeah.
Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
All with one eye,
'Cause
mind
you're our
you.
brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
I don't know if you can swing a sword as big as mine. Like, Clive should really be having two hands on that thing.
Yeah. I don't know. The blade's pretty thin.
Well, great swords are only about 3 to 5 pounds.
Hmm.
It's just they're really long, and you need a
one
hand
too
for
many.
stabilizing.
you may have had 10 too many.
Push.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive,
What is it?
thanks for, you know.
It's a good... I can't unsee it now.
I know.
The fucking Moogle charm.
Yeah. That was a good scene.
Yeah. I really like Gav.
Honestly, didn't think he would make it this long. I thought he would have sacrificed himself.
I like that some of the characters you meet, they don't feel like they'll be super important.
Yeah.
Say what you will.
Like Otto.
Mm-hmm.
Otto was just a dude bitching about you walking in the door.
Yeah.
And now here he is.
Tarya.
Tarya, yep.
Yeah.
Well, she was the healer.
Or Tara.
Tarya.
Tarya. Yeah.
She was a healer, so it would make sense that she's important.
Yeah. But you can choose to have like little scenes with her in some of the side quests, so that was nice.
Mid, I got you a turtle shell and oil.
Mid?
What?
Tell me this is all you need.
Just a couple more things and
You
I'll
make
be
it
ready.
sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0
And
and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one.
Oh, you mean this one that
So
the kids
that's
have?
The problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know.
They were
I'll keep
curious.
working on the model. You go and find that cog.
What a fucking callback.
Now that it's like 4 hours since the last time we saw this cog. In like maybe 3 months in game.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She will be if
She
you
wasn't
guys don't
hiding.
give us that fucking
She's
cog. Well,
fine.
where is he, little shit?
She's just busy working on her next project.
Whoa,
You
Sid.
mentioned-
Jesus.
What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship.
Most likely.
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot. We remember.
We saved it, just in case.
We member.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All
Please
the pieces
stop.
that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
No.
That's good to know.
Fuck.
Look. I found it. Is that all? Just the
Please
gear?
stop taking stuff
We have more
apart.
parts if
Yes.
Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
How much shit have you not been able to put back all the way?
An alarming amount. One is too many things.
Have you seen that clip of the dude going, "All right, what have you brought?" It's like a talk show. It's like, "What have you brought?" And he sits down a couple bolts. He goes, "Where'd you get those?" "I'd rather not say." And a light just falls.
Somewhere nice and safe.
That's what I pictured when it was like, and just how many things have you not finished putting back together? Falls to the stairs.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
Stand back. I'll just make a fucking airship out of a boat
That should do it.
in about a week.
Is that the fucking Tantalus?
No.
Here goes nothing.
It was the Prima Vista.
Ah, yeah.
Titans.
Tantalus is the name of the thief group.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other.
Yeah.
People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
He looks like a
Clive.
kicked puppy.
Yeah.
So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
So we don't get an airship because our Sid is dead?
No.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Alright, let's go take care of those hunts.
We don't get an airship because plot dictates we don't get an airship.
Oh.
How else will we ride a dragon into... Oh my god, that's probably a hunt.
That's 100% one of the hunts. And the other one is...
Alright, let's go look for these hunts.
Shit. I closed
there it is.
I closed the page.
I got it. I got it.
I think it's in there. So we've got to go past this hunt in order to get to it.
I just saw a thing that was fun fact, Handsome Jack's voice actor ad-libbed most of his popular lines. It pissed off the writer at Gearbox. It pissed off the writer, but Gearbox liked it so much that no one cared.
Oh boy.
There's your Behemoth King you've been waiting for. And yes, it is over there.
Oh,
oh my god. That's a cool name for an attack, though.
yeah.
The Four Horsemen. God damn. I feel like this shouldn't work on enemies that have 4 limbs. Because you could push them down, but they're just still like on all 4s.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Ooh, Charybdis.
Should be fucking dead. Stop. Ooh, we got it on that stagger bar.
That did a lot of damage. You are down to half.
Oh my god. So fucking cool.
These things are so scary. Like, if I ever run a D&D thing, this is going to be an enemy.
Behemoth King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like probably one of those high-end, like, you probably shouldn't have gone this way.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Me telling them, oh, there's just a hunt on the board for this thing called a Behemoth King, and them being like, what is that? I want to see what that is. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Oh!
Maelstrom.
Yep.
Sorry, I called it Charybdis earlier. It's just a different name for a storm.
Fuck. Bring him down, bring him down.
You big mad.
Should finish.
You're not gonna get in the stagger.
No. Oh, he got away. Oh boy.
You know, that makes sense that that's called that.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's a big
Whoop,
one.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, he was just out of range.
Yeah. Bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. He's coming.
I mean, it looks goofy, but that makes a lot of sense that he would like grind his shoulder on the ground to hit you with the spikes on his back.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Biggin.
Yep. I'm trying.
There he goes. Get in close, you can almost pull him down.
Break it. There we go. That's it. He was fun. I liked him.
Those are cool.
Oh, are you gonna give me my cap? There's more. Nice.
Maybe it's 55 as the cap in base game.
Could be. Or maybe the level caps increased because of the DLC.
That's what I mean. I think it went up.
Yeah. Makes sense because all of the bosses in the DLCs are level 50, so that's fine.
You know where this is, right?
It's right here?
This is where we
How
got
did we
the book.
miss it?
Oh, it wasn't here when we got it. When we came through here the first time.
Huh.
Do, girl.
Hello? There you are. Oh. Gizamalook. Okay.
Cacophony. Cacophony. Whoop.
Keep doing your bullshit.
Stay right there at the rhyme too. That's really helpful.
Yeah, right. You just do you, bitch. I'm gonna bring you down.
You know, I was looking at there's a video on Final Fantasy 14 raid mechanics.
Yeah.
And so you know the naming convention of them is usually based around the first fight you see. Like the big circle around the enemy is named a donut, or it's called a chariot. Because that came from Nail Darnus. The move is called Chariot. I don't remember what the donut is, but the donut is also named after Nail's fight in the coils.
Okay.
And they go, and a Protean wave is Protean is from fucking Living Liquid and Alexander's, which is just a cone AoE that you face away from the party. And then what was the other one? It was and Shiva is where they do the big circles on the ground in a circle around the arena, and you basically wait for one to go off and move into the safe spot. Because that came from Shiva. It's just called Shiva. And I sat there and went, fuck, the first time you have the big circle AoE around the enemy was in fucking Coils of Bahamut?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like, that is such a basic mechanic now that back in the day, that was the raid content. I had to tell you about the don't. I feel like I remember talking about the don't panic in that one raid fight. But I actually looked into what that was, and the move is named Absolute Authority.
Okay.
And it starts, this is all in the span of like 2 minutes. It starts with one thing, I don't know why. It starts with 4 people get marked with flares. So you got to go to each one of the corners. The other people who aren't marked have to stack, as there are circle AoEs. Is that all the hunts?
That's all the hunts.
There are circle AoEs on the ground, and you got to find a safe spot and stack. And then, as soon as that mechanic is done,
Rest in peace.
2 people get marked. It might be 4. 4 people get marked with acceleration bomb, and 4 of them get marked with the AoEs where you have to look away from them. So. You've also got to avoid the ground AoEs while not looking at the people in the corners and not moving when the acceleration bomb happens. And this is all in the span of like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, maybe like a minute.
From father. Yes.
But that's why it's called Don't Panic.
Jesus.
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
Just
What
in
are these
case.
plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
All right. I wasn't done. Now give me the other quest, Cyril.
Hey man, I know we just talked, but
if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren
you sound so upset when you ask, what is it, Cyril?
To pursue a new avenue of inquiry.
What is it, Figgis?
Ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
I can close the front list, and I can close the main story quests.
The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash, a continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes.
Yeah, you know us. We're undying, so...
one of the most able of
you know how we do.
The third chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
He's learning!
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
No.
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a
Oh, I
village
know that
where
village.
he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg
There's a
was
lot
its
going
name.
on in that
It
village.
lies in the southern reaches of
Mickleburg.
Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Let's go to Mickleburg first.
What a fucking dumb name.
This way, gentlemen. As soon as I find a way away from these fucking houses. And it might be in the next episode.
I miss Gav. This isn't Guys Night without Gav.
Yeah. fucking way. Cool. All right, we'll see you guys in the next episode while I figure out how to map.